Those of you that have cats, you know something like this, or you know somebody who has cats, something like this can be a common occurrence on your doorstep, in your house, maybe even in your yard. What we all tend to overlook is the millions of cats in the United States that are doing the same exact thing on our fragmented, already stressed landscape. The ordinary house cat, Felis catus, is so common in North America, many consider them naturalized. Many people do not realize cats are exotic descendants from European and African countries. Wild cats. Because cats are such efficient hunters, our forefathers brought them over because they found them useful for rodent control. Now, cats are the most widespread exotic invasive in the U.S. today. Like white nose syndrome, exotic species tend to be the most difficult to manage because their impacts are poorly understood, especially by the public. Next to loss of habitat and fragmentation of the landscape that we've created, exotics pose serious threats to native wildlife today. But, unlike other exotics, this one, we've been letting this one thrive. Feline predators of interest include domestic cats that are allowed to freely roam and stray cats that live in the wild, aka feral cats. The exact number of domestic and feral cats is unknown, but the U.S. Census estimates there are over 100 million cats just in the U.S. Adult female cats may produce 3 litters per year and birth anywhere from 2 to 10 kittens. The Humane Society of the United States estimates that a single pair of breeding cats and their offspring can produce over 400,000 cats. 400,000 cats in 7 years. Under ideal conditions, assuming none die. All cats, if given the opportunity, will hunt, stalk, and kill. Studies suggest hunger and hunting are controlled by separate parts of the brain. Therefore, desire to hunt remains strong, well-fed or not. Unlike natural wild predators, cats usually have 3 advantages. First, many cats are protected by disease, predation, and competition, factors that usually play huge roles in wild predators today. Second, a steady supply of food is usually provided within or close to a shelter. Third, most cat densities are poorly or not limited by established territories, unlike many native predators. These 3 advantages allow cats, free range and feral alike, to exist at much higher densities than native predators. And they directly compete with native predators by reducing their number of prey. They're fighting over squirrels, biodiversity and has negatively altered native ecosystems. Disease, such as toxoplasmosis, hookworms, and rabies, can be easily transmitted to people and wildlife. A great example in the Wildlife Professional, which came out last week, shows what effects cats can have, especially they feature an article of California's threatened sea otters. According to the Journal of Zoo and Wildlife Medicine, domestic cats can spread feline leukemia virus to mountain lions and may have infected panthers with immune deficiency disease. The national mortality of reptiles, amphibians, and small mammals, including rabbits, squirrels, and chipmunks, is estimated at more than 1 billion per year. These tragic losses are caused by feral cats alone. According to the University of Nebraska, cats are responsible for more than 400 million deaths of birds, assuming each cat kills only 8 birds per year. Any concentration of cats on islands or sensitive areas with potential threats to endangered species such as piping plovers, loggerhead shrikes, blind honeysuckers, burrowing owls, painted buntings, marsh rabbits, wood rats. I think we all know this list could go on and on and on. Predation on birds alone has such a huge economical impact of more than $17 billion per year. I understand every species has a niche and must fulfill the circle of life to function appropriately. And each species is as important as the other. However, I believe most people can identify with birds, whether it's because of backyard birding or how birds permeate throughout our history and our culture. Therefore, I'd like to take just a moment and stress the importance of birds. According to the U.S. Forest Service, more than 46 million people participate in birding, and over 863,000 United States jobs are bird-related. Not only do they create economic revenue, birds are also critical links within food chains and webs. They are excellent agents of dispersal, biological control, and bioindicators. The very least our generation can do to ensure our children inherit as much as we have now is to maintain all species regardless of their functional value. Doing something is better than doing nothing. But if we do nothing, find the effects of this problem much more complicated. According to the American Pet Products Manufacturers Association, cats are the most popular pet in the United States. It's obvious people care about cats. In general, they care. Which is great, but when a problem like this gets out of control, someone has to choose a side and try to make a difference. It's a lot like war, and unfortunately, we have to pick a side. Domesticated cats are considered personal property if ownership can be established through microchips, collars, tattoos, or proof of ownership. Cats without identification are considered feral and belong to whom? Citizens who establish and/or feed feral communities and allow their pet predators to roam freely, unfortunately, are responsible for the mortality of wildlife that belongs to the public. The cat-astophe can no longer go unnoticed, unvoiced. It is up to us, the educated elite, to conduct public outreach to those who may not be aware of environmental issues at risk.